All right. It's Thursday, and we gotta prep some Pathfinder. I'm pretty tired, but we're gonna prep some Pathfinder. So, let's do it. Let's prep that prep the pineapple. Prep the Pathfinder. All right. So, last week we pretty much introduced the airship system, and I think it was well received. I think everybody was having a pretty good time with it. But this week we actually need to put it into motion, and I don't got anything for that yet. So let's get that sorted out, shall we? All right. So the first thing we need to do is acknowledge that we're not using vehicle character sheets. We're using monster character sheets. So we're going to create a folder. I'm just going to call it Airships and Leviathans. All right. And then I'll make it, I don't know, blue. All right. So in here, we got to make the fucking ship. All right. So, how do we do that? I'm not exactly sure myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with an NPC sheet. And they renamed the ship Skyhaven, which delighted me, I'm going to be honest. Alright, so Skyhaven is a unique ship. And it is going to be a Corsair. So we're going to go to the ship frames. And we're going to go down to the Corsair. Let's see. Which would require reading skills. Merchant. Corsair. Alright. So, here's what we know about the Corsair and what we need to put over here. I'm thinking we're going to need a folder here. We're going to need a folder. We're going to call it Create Folder, Airships, and Leviathans. And then again, we'll make it like a bluish color. Alright. So, okay. I think I can get this to work. Alright. So, speed style, just a random smoke. Let's fix some of this formatting. Primary traits. Traits doesn't seem like, okay, we're going to call it notable qualities. Because traits are an actual thing in Pathfinder, so we got to be careful with that. Major limitation. Nice. Okay. So, this is the Corsair. All that's fine. I don't think we need to copy over all this shit. Stats. Alright, so they have a 10 baseline, just like everybody else. But they get a +1 strength. +3 dex. They got a +1 con. They got a 0. They got a +1. And they got a +3. Now, I floated past them 3 different level up systems, and they opted for the ship just levels when they level, essentially, which is fine. Alright. The speed. So, this is a little tricky. The speed needs to be hexes, but there's no real way to call it hexes, you know what I'm saying? So, if a hex is 150 feet, which is, I think, what we're going with, a hex is 150 feet, then 7 times 150 would be like how many feet the ship can move, which is pretty fucking fast. Which is like a whole thing, right? Of having to like calculate that shit out. I don't know the best way to do this, other than to ignore the speed. Just say that the speed is like 7, right? And then speed details hexes. I know. It's terrible, but just hear me out. I don't feel like building an entire new character sheet. All right. So then down here, it has training in AC. It has training in all of its saves. All right. I know how to do this for a character sheet. I don't necessarily know how to tell a monster that it has proficiency in saves. I think I like have to math it out or some shit, which is unfortunate. And then let's see, proficiency is P F2E. Okay. Proficiency is a system, blah blah blah. All right, so you get 2 plus your level, basically. All right, so the ship's got 2 plus its level, so its AC would be 15, and its fortitude saves would be 5 and everything, which is below average for a level 3 creature. That's what the orange, which is what it means when it's orange. It's below average. Let's see. Augmentation slot progression. Alright, so this is where we gotta decide. Are augmentations inventory, which I mean, yeah, I mean they kinda are, or are augmentations abilities, which they kind of are, right? So like, or are they spells, which they definitely aren't. So like, where's the best place to store this? We can't really just use notes. I just feel like notes isn't really going to cut it. So it kind of puts us in a weird space of like, how do we hijack NPC sheet for our new airship system without having to completely make a new type of sheet? I'm not sure. I think that under passives for now, we can just say augmentation slots, and then we could just put colon space 7, and now we know when we look there that it's got 7 augmentation slots. All right, Corsair frame abilities. This we could do a little bit more with. So we're going to do Corsair. All right, and then inside that, we're going to do first impressions. Go. And I feel like first impressions is definitely a passive ability. I don't think it activates. The first diplomacy or intimidation check made by any crew member during an encounter involving another ship can be rolled twice, taking the highest result. This is a fortune effect. Additionally, on the first round of combat, it can move up to 2 hexes immediately before its first action without using action. I feel like that's fine for this. So frequency says at will. We can make it once per hour. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't know how often you're gonna be getting in a combat. Once per 10 minutes. There we go. All right. Paste that shit in. All right, traits, fortune. Boom. Okay, so we got first impressions. We don't have like a cool icon for it because I'm a hack, so we don't have that yet. We don't need to worry about the level 6, 12, and 18 stuff yet. We can always come back to that. But we do have this built and ready. So, like, we could go pick out an icon for it, but we do have, like, so much more stuff that we have to do. I mean, come on, guys. We gotta move on. Yeah. We won't have one for now. Okay. So, boom. And then it's got a little use button, which is pretty cool. I wish it kind of showed everything, but you can just click on it. It's not like it's 5e. Alright, so tactical summary. I don't mind taking this, putting that in notes under description. Right? And then we could also go up here to where it first describes it. format it. Put a little line in there. Beautiful. And so now it's got, I don't know, facts and shit. Cool. So there is other stuff we need. This counts as a large ship. Now, I want it to be listed as large, but if I list it as large, it's going to take up 2 hexes on the other page, like the battle map. And I don't actually want it to take multiple things. So that's tricky. I'll leave it as large for now, but we'll have to address that. All right. We have cargo capacity is tons, which is, again, probably not something that inventory is going to be able to handle without hacking it up a little bit. We got default engine, floatstone core. Well, what does that mean? Unsure. So we need to kind of generate, like, what does it mean to have a floatstone core engine? Let's see. We need language for an item stat block in PF2E with associated traits and rarity and level. All right. Aw, good for you. They got a big session coming up on Sunday. Big session coming up. Can you paste that to Discord? I'll try to stay focused. Appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Cargo, default engine, notable qualities, crew, base crew, and max crew. All right. I feel like I don't mind having that over here. That's okay. Let's see. Turn cost. I do think we need turn cost to be described somewhere. So I'm going to do that here. Turn cost. I'm going to do one action. All right. And then the traits. Are we allowed to make our own traits? Can't remember. I think we are. I think you can make your own traits with the basic Pathfinder stuff into Homebrew section. Here we go. Traits. Boy, there's a lot of them. Creature traits, feat traits, spell traits, weapon traits, shield traits, equipment traits. Alright, so equipment traits. I feel like this is where we could put the crew stuff. So, captain, comma, hey, it worked. Helmsman, gotta spell these right, that's for damn sure. Engineer. Alright, quartermaster. Come on. Gun boss. And ship. What the fuck? You killing me. Alright. I didn't know I had to re-click the box every time. That's all right. So that definitely works for equipment. Do I have to like rewrite it every time? Oof. Okay. Let's see if we can trick it. Captain, comma, helmsman. Thank you, Scottrick. Engineer, comma, quarter master, comma, gun boss, comma, ship mage, comma. Alright. So if I have all of these and I just boop, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. Save. Cool. So we got them custom traits. Alright. Floatstone core. They have traits of floatstone and engine. Alright, so we gotta go back into our traits. Let's see. Manage Homebrew elements. Traits. Alright. Equipment. Float stone, comma, and engine. Okay. Float stone, comma, engine, comma. Alright. Let's see. Provides lift limitations. Default engine floats can be replaced. Alright. This works fine. So we will take this and we'll go over here. We'll go to the airship section. We're gonna make a new folder. We're gonna put engines. Alright, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna put float stone core. Alright. No, it's not an ability. It is a fucking equipment, I think. I think it's an equipment. Yeah. Delete. Alright, let's try again. What kind of equipment are you? Equipment. That's what kind. Float stone core. Alright. I definitely want to come back later and put icons. For sure. Alright, so it's common, it's level 0. Traits. Engine. What? Did you not save the changes I made? Alright, hold on. Yeah. Let's try again. And sir. I know I just made. Alright, save again. Alright. We're gonna be like this. Hold on. Close. Engine, there we go. Engine. Floatstone. Pipe. We know that it's common. Air. Nice. And it is magical. So don't fly this fucker over to Alkenstar, I guess. Basic floatstone array. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, they're pretty expensive. We'll just put it at like 1,000 gold. It's kind of expensive for a level 1 item. Obviously it is large and it is massive. I don't know, 15 bulk. I don't even know what I'm supposed to put here. Affixed to a creature. Affixed to armor. Held in one hand. Worn? Sure. We'll do worn, period. There. Alright. Beats me. Alright. Drag that over. Are you encumbered? A little bit. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine. We got to figure out a way to increase your bulk. Let's see. Hauler, isn't that a feat that gives you more shit? Hefty hauler. Yeah. Ord hauler. It's another feat. Looks like a feat for dragons. Alright. Okay, hefty hauler. How do you make it so that a ship can just carry an ass load of stuff? Alright, so what we'll do is we're going to go here. We'll do basics. All right, and then we're going to add hack, encumbrance. And that will be a effect. Yeah. All right. So this is a rule. Okay. And it is going to be an active-like effect. Okay. All right. And we'll do this. And this. And then we just change the value from 2 to, like, I don't know, 10,000. There we go. I'm sure this won't break anything. It's gonna be fine. Alright. Hack encumbrance. We'll do hack encumbrance 10k. There we go. Alright. I think this is gonna work. I guess we'll find out. Alright. Close this down. Drag this over. Hey! There we go. Man, drag this onto my character next time I play. Anyways, alright, so we fixed that. So I want to get damage resistance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to figure out how to hack damage resistance. What gives resistance? Ring of fire resistance? Let's see. Ring of resistance. Yeah, no? That's not, they're not called rings of resistance anymore. What are they called? Resistance. Cloak of reactive. Effect. Cloak of reactive. Potion of evil. Resistance. Alright. What else we got? Resisting form. Resistance potion. Oh, resistance poison. Okay. Yeah. Let me see this shit. All right. So this is a trait. What's the rules? Oh shit! It do all kinds of. Oh my god! It's complicated. What the fuck? All right. It couldn't just be like easy. All right. That's fine. All right. But I want damage threshold. Damage threshold. How do you think damage threshold is calculated? We got effect resistance 5 to all damage. That is not the same as damage threshold. I feel like we could just check it ourselves. That doesn't seem too crazy, because it's all or nothing. Like if you don't meet the damage threshold, you just don't take damage. So there's no reason to go any further. Okay, so we can leave that alone. All right. What's the next thing we got to do on this character sheet? Now that we have an inventory that could hold fucking anything, that's cool. It's hit points. That's what we need. Hit points. All right. So the Corsair has 35 hit points plus 8 per level. So 35 plus 16, right? 35 plus 16, 51. And then it's got a con of 3. So I'm assuming that we add 3 more. So this poor ship only has 54 hit points. Yoicks. Alright. Alright, it says 54 is actually a pretty decent amount for a creature of level 3. So maybe that's not too bad. On the AC details, this is where we could put the DT, damage threshold. And the damage threshold is 7 plus proficiency plus level. So it's 9 plus 3, so 12. That's pretty good. All right, so DT is 12. So attacks have to do more than 12 damage to affect the ship, which is, you know, that just means that like a normal person can't like shoot your airship with a gun. Well, if no, you can't crit. You can't crit objects. So, but can you crit a ship if we're treating it as a creature? I didn't think about that. Can a ship be oh no! Can a ship be critically hit? I kind of want the airships to be critically hit. Oh man. I didn't think about that. Something I just thought of. If an airship is an object, comma, it cannot be critically hit, right? Objects can't be critically hit, but airships are cinematic hybrid entities according to the rules that we have generated. Being piloted by living crews, airships can be critically hit when in combat with other airships or leviathans. I mean, that sounds good. All right. Let's see. But it would have object properties, construct. There we go. All right, so we get the construct trait. Okay. All right. That's good. And then let's see. An airship doesn't have any skills. Correct. All right. I don't think I need anything else from here. It really just comes down to get the damage threshold and all that. Okay. So then we go to the augments, which the Skyhaven already picked out their augments. So we need to build these augments. All right. So we're going to do yeah, we'll do level. We'll do Lev 1 armor. Yeah. And then we'll do Lev 1. Ding. Words. Okay. Lev 1 defensive. Go. Lev 1 offensive. Lev 1 ABC Q RS TU RS Q RS. So Q would be quality of life. Okay, quality of life. Create folder, Lev 1, siege weapon. Where did they go? Lev 1 siege weapon, you get up here. Alright. Okay, and then the last one be utility. Alright. Oop. Lev 1 utility. Alright. So we did all of that. Now yeah. Now we're gonna jump back to Skyhaven. Okay. So their first one is the Sky Scale ailerons. This is a defensive item. So it provides a move. Now this is tricky, right? Because we could just list it as a move, or we could list it as an item, and then when it's equipped, it gives a move. But like, that's a lot of building. And I don't want to do that right now. So it does provide a reaction. So we're gonna put it under actions, and we'll go here. We'll put sky scale blah blah blahs. We'll go here and grab this. All right, put that in there. And let's see. All right, I don't feel like it necessarily should have the air tag, but it's fine. I don't think reaction is an actual tag, and common doesn't need to be a tag. Helmsman is a tag. Phone, I fucking get it. Like, the game's coming up. Thank you. What? Nope. No, stop. Maneuver? Maneuver is not. It's not in there. Alright. We'll keep. It's fine for now. So, Helmsman, when targeted by an area effect, roll piloting or sailing lore versus DC. Success grants evasion to all crew and ship. Successes. Alright, so that's pretty good. We go to details. We say that it's a reaction. And we call it. Alright, sweet. So then we go to deep coil glyph cage. This is a 2 Pac-Man action, not an attack. Target 1 augment of any other ship. Roll Arcana on roll. Alright, so we'll go in here. And do this. No. Paste. We don't need any of these fucking traits. Don't need that trait either. Alright, so this would be Ship Mage. There we go. And it is Arcane. And that's all we need to know about it. Alright. Can definitely see like going deeper with like the building and stuff, but man, I got like all these other games I'm running, so probably not. Target 1 augment of any ship within range is active this round. Roll Arcana versus ship's will on a success. Blah 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 on a crit. Blah blah blah. We don't need this fucking flavor text. Alright, that's fine. So we're gonna go over here, change it to 2 Pac-Man. Dunzos. Alright, next one is an actual attack. The Slime Cannon Mark II Adhesive Injector. Alright, so we're gonna go to attack. We're gonna go here. Paste that shit in. We don't need this other information. Just go here. And there we go. Alright. So we know it's ranged, but I don't want to have to commit to a range. Range increment. And I don't want to have to do any of that shit. So we're going to leave that blank for now. And then... Ooh, frustrating. Alright, so this is a siege. Siege not a... No? Siege weapon isn't a thing. Alright, cool. So it's a, it's got ooze. Is that not a trait either? Jesus Christ. Acid? There we go. Alright, and it's got... Gun Boss. There we go. I would like a trait then for siege weapon. I think that'd be pretty good. Okay. So we go over to details. Add damage particular. Alright, it's 2d8 acid. Okay. And then it does necessitate a reflex save also. It doesn't have a bonus to that. Alright. So if we go here, we could make it have a saving throw. There we go. So check reflex 16. Cool. Okay. Target is slowed for one round, slowed 2, and immobilized on the other one. It's pretty fucking good. Alright, so that's taken care of. Soul Steel relay coil. Okay. This is for the captain. It's arcane. It's got auditory. When using the assist action, captain may choose 2 crew to receive the aid bonus. Oh. Okay. So it's a passive. We go here. And we do this. And this. We do... I don't think it can have a flourish, but sure. Flourish. Captain. Auditory. Communications definitely not tag. Nope. Arcane. There we go. And then if we wanted, we could go over here and change the frequency to once per round. There we go. I dig it. Alright. So, boom. That's set up. Alright. Hydroforged alloy plating. Okay. So this is level 3 armor. So we'll make a folder here. Lev 3 armor. And we'll do red for it. Okay. And then we're going to do plate armor. Right? That's a thing. High grade plate armor tile. Is it just called plate? Boule. Damn, bro. Is it called full plate? Full plate. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna drag this full plate over. And it's obviously pretty big. Because it covers a whole fucking ship. So it's gonna be gargantuan. The bulk is gonna be astronomical. I don't know. And then sure. I think the price is gonna be significantly higher than that. It's level 3. And it's rare. Alright. Are we gonna keep the bulwark trait? That'd be kinda cool. Reflexes to avoid damaging effects such as a fireball. You add +3 modifier instead of your dexterity modifier. That's pretty cool. We'll keep that on there. Alright, so this is hydroforged alloy plating. Boom. And we go over to this part. We don't need any of this shit. Reduces critical hit damage by 3. I don't know how to actually make that do anything. Interacts positively with clockwork, engineer, and fortified tag augments. Okay, so we'll do tracked manually for now. And we'll put those guys in. Save. Let's see. Armor, plate, rare, heavy. No, all that's fine. Details. Here we go. AC, Dex modifier cap, -3, speed penalty, -10, which is -2 hexes, strength requirement, +1 status bonus to all saving throws. Damn, bro. Okay. Alright, and then we'll put adjusted in stat block. Here we go. Dude, only 20 minutes of the game? That's not great. Okay. Let's see. I think this is fine for now. Tag +3. Okay. Speed down. -2 hexes. Alright. So, if we go to inventory and we drag this shit over and we're wearing it. There we go. Okay. But I don't think we're done yet, because it is magical too. There we go. I would say that this is worth quite a bit, so we'll do like 2,000 gold. There we go. Details. Hardness, hit points, shrug. Okay. Let's see. We'll leave it as is for now. Okay, so drag this over and equip. Worn as armor. So I feel like that should have adjusted our AC, but I don't think monsters adjust their AC based on equipment. So we actually have to change it to a 21, which is a phenomenal armor class. Okay, so it wouldn't actually include the dex is the problem. Okay. So it'll be 18, which is actually not great. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Okay. And then down here, this would be reduced to 5 hexes. Okay. That's fine. And then the last thing we have is this cradle hook harness. And I say the last thing, but it's pretty complicated. So let's see what we could do about this. Cradle hook harness, and the twin claw docking rig. Alright. I don't even know the best place to throw this onto the fucking sheet. Let's see. For now, we're just gonna do this. And we'll make it equipment. There we go. And I'll just copy everything. Oof. Okay. Just to have it done, and it'll also be worn, I guess. There we go. And then we'll do another one. Create item, equipment. Do the twin claw docking rig. Go. I'll just copy everything again, because we're almost out of time. It's been such a busy week. It's crazy. Change this to warn for now. I'm kind of the opinion that I don't have enough ready tonight to like run a session. Kind of feel like I should just cancel. I hate canceling game though. It's not about the money. It's just about, it's like 15 minutes till the game. It's not the appropriate time to cancel. Like if I was planning to cancel, I should cancel like a lot sooner. It is what it is, I guess. Let's see. Rip and reel to actions. All right. So we go to actions. We're gonna add this in, and it's rip and reel. It is 2. Rip and reel has the engineer trait and the clockwork. Activate the harness to launch a hook at nearby object or structure within 6. There we go. So description, paste, do that. All right, and save. But they also get this reaction. So we're gonna add another action, and oh, that's not a reactive use. That's on a critical success. Okay. So that would just go in here. Okay. Alright. Save. Cool. And then we got grab and lock. There we go. And that is 2 Pac-Man. And that is engineer. And come on, brain. Clockwork. There we go. Description. Target a ship. Blah blah blah. Okay. That in there. Target a ship structure. Blah blah blah. Grab and lock. All right. And then there's one more action. This is actually counter swing. All right. And this is engineer, clockwork. Okay. And then there's the trigger and what it does. Okay, and then we go to detail and we change it to reaction. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with the stat block now for the ship. I feel like that's representative of what we need the ship to do, which is good. Now we got to go in and grab like a top-down airship. Let's see. I have a folder just called Airships. It'd be pretty cool if I did. Let's see. Airships. Alright. So we just need one that sort of represents their ship for purposes of being populated on a hex map. There we go. And then we go over here. And we do that. Covered by anyone. All that should be fine. Ooh. Lock their rotation degree. What is it? 60? I think? Yeah. I think that'll work. We'll go here and do this. Alright. There's really no blood. I guess we could just do black. Or like bright blue. Yeah, that's cool. Vision, sure. It doesn't have light. Resources, hovered by anyone, hit points, update. Alright. Now, it says it's got hardness here. I'm wondering, could I put the damage threshold thing there? I don't know. Maybe. Okay. So I'm gonna go over to, how much time we got? 10 minutes? Fuck. Alright. We're gonna go over to, let's see, Skies basic. Close that. He's thinking about it. He is thinking about it. Maybe. Alright, this is definitely not the right. Did I do it on here? Where was I? Skies Hex Battle. This is it. Oh, okay. Alright. Grab everybody. Get rid of them. Okay. Go into Skies Hex Battle. Config. Background and foreground are good. Save. Alright. Certainly there are too many hexes. Skyhaven takes up large space. Kinda into that. When I go to rotate it, oh, rotation is locked. Okay, so go here and unlock it, but keep that at 60. Alright. Oh no, that's like the default rotation. I thought we could set like incremental. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we'll have nothing preset. Alright, so how do I... well, yeah, no, okay, don't like that. So we'll have to make them medium for now. I don't know what changed when I went from like medium to large. Okay. Also not sure what's going on there. Oh, that's the effect that lets you... Alright. And then where your ship's facing. Cool. Okay. Alright. And let's see. Okay. We need like top down of like a sky whale or something. Let's see. Top down art whale. Those are definitely whales. Not really getting the top down. Got a top down there. Alright, got the shadowy silhouette. We got a whale shark. I feel like whale shark might have to do. Alright, copy. Save. Alright, remove background. Hey, perfect. Image, canvas size, pixels. 1529. Alright. Cool. Alright, save out as Sky Whale. Basic. Can't save it out. That's weird. Sky Whale. Huh. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Okay. Heading back over. So, like, I need something tough AF that's not going to completely destroy their boats. I don't suppose Whale is an actual monster in the game. Let's find out. A whale. Whale Steed. Black Whale Guard. Black Whale Guard F3. Alright, I don't know what a Whale Steed is. Sounds cool though. Alright, what about Killer Whale? No. What about Orca? Hey, Orca's a thing. There we go. Alright. Orca is level 5. Okay, that's pretty tough. Okay. So it can bite. And it can do a lot of damage with its bite, which should be very scary. What else has it got? Aquatic Ambush, Breach. 25 feet, making it strike against creatures. Grab, Echolocation. Okay. Alright, very cool. We could make them large. Why? Oh. That's why our saving throws are so low? Because you're supposed to add... What? Why is the proficiency of our ships saving throws so low compared to this guy? Like, what are we doing wrong here? Oh, we didn't add our stats in either. Okay, so this would be 8. Which is still really bad. Con would be there. Alright, and then that would be 6. So it's still pretty terrible. Alright. I wonder what I'm doing wrong on that. I don't know. Got a game in 3 minutes though. Yeah. Guess we'll figure it out. Here we go. Send this over. If you guys want to go watch the stream, you certainly can. Yeah, I gotta go run the game. I will see everybody next time.